shelter, and I don't know, just work the job that I would love to do, and be actually happy doing it. And I also feel like if once I get to that point, I could like start like being more productive and help people in the same situation I was. So that's part of
If you had to share something about young people experiencing homelessness that the audience might not already know, what would you share about young people who are experiencing homelessness?
You know, when I was a kid, I really didn't thought I was gonna be in this situation. Well, I'm not in it no more, but I know that it's something that I wasn't able to like control. It just happened. So it's not like you probably see someone passing by and be like, well, maybe they were looking for it, or like that's what they, you know. But it's not really like that. It's just like there's a lot of things that play out in our lives that we have no control of. So I feel like maybe if we were to more like see beyond what the person is capable of doing now, it's like good enough.
If you could share something about young people who are experiencing homelessness that the audience might not know or think of.
Okay, so the first thing that would come to my mind is the fact that a lot of times, a lot of homeless youth have been dealing with things for years and years and years and years. It's, some people might think it's something new, but you know, for myself, it's been something, I've been traumatized since I was young. And the fact that this was a part of my story, if you will, it's not surprising, you know. So a lot of times, it's not just out of the blue. It's just probably things that they've already experienced, and then, you know, they just ended up here. And I think also, it's really amazing that it's coming into light. But myself, before I was homeless, I never knew that there was homeless youth, you know. So for a long time, it was invisible, but now there's a lot of light on it. I'm very proud of that.
I would say just don't count people out. I've seen immeasurable talent through these walls, a lot of incredible artists, passionate people, in sales, business mindsets, athletes, very creative people, very beautiful minds, and you know, some of these young kids, you know, some of my peers behind these walls, and you know, just don't count people out. People go through situations. Everybody goes through a situation and has a story, but you know, it's certainly never too late to take control of your life and just turn your life around and get back on your feet and change, make a change. It's certainly possible. So keep that in mind.
Is there anything else you would want to share, either about your experience or about, you know, what people could know about homelessness or could do? Anything else you would want to share?
I would say just increasing awareness, participating in events like this. There's a church up the street which recently start volunteering in, and just being present and aware. You know, coming to events like these, it means a lot. It does. You know, participating it when I was here and. Seeing all the people that would care and participate in the sleep outs, it really meant a lot to me. When I was like, wow, you know, like people actually like care enough like about the youth. Like it actually meant something to me when I was here to see a bunch of relative strangers come up and, you know, shake my hand, say hi to me. Like it made me feel like I felt pretty empty, and it made me feel like special. So, or you know, enough to be important. So any kind of volunteer work, it does mean the world. It does.
I forgot the question again.
Anything else you want to share?
But before I start, I just really want to take a moment to say just thank you to everyone who's here. I literally didn't know there's gonna be this many people, and I'm like, you guys are crazy. I asked him, I'm like, do I have to sleep out too? I'm trying to stay positive. But thank you guys. It's so crazy to know that people want to see what it's like and get a different perspective. Not that it's glamorous, but just get a different perspective. And it's just, I'm so grateful. My heart is just overwhelmed, and with just gratitude. I always ask myself, I don't know if my heart would break for homeless people in youth if I wasn't in this situation. And I don't know what brought everyone here tonight, but I just have to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. What was the question?
Anything else you would want to share? That's good.
The last thing I would want to share is just to, definitely what Chad said, just to continue giving, reaching out. I think, now being an alumni, I realize that homelessness doesn't just end when you get an apartment. It's something I truly believe like you will be learning from for the rest of your life and affected by for the rest of your life. So just to have people of all different backgrounds just continue to teach the youth, I think we just definitely need that aftercare. It's just very important. So.
What I could say is basically like, it happens also in your family, like your closest people that probably a nephew, a cousin, a sister, or brother, like, and sometimes you're not aware of their situation, or you could just ask them, are you okay? Are you trying, or like somebody's gonna, like, just trying to like figure out how their day is going, or like what situation they're in. Maybe that could just like help someone not to lead in this situation when you're actually caring or figuring out what's really going on with them. That's how I feel. If I felt like my family would have asked, I probably would have like avoided certain things that would happen to me.
Could you all give a round of applause for Chad and Chantel and Mustolia? Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. Thank you. One other thing I want to add, Chantel actually just joined our board of directors. So technically, she's my boss, and I'm a little concerned because she likes Amy better than me. And I'm hoping she's not going to replace me with Amy here. This is making me, I got kids. They need to be fed. But one of the things that really stood out to me that I think is so true that Chad said is people always ask me, like, well, what can I do on a daily basis to help homeless youth? I think the most important thing you can do if you see one is just look them in the eye and give them dignity. Ask them how they're doing, if they need something like a basic need, something that you could do quickly or easily. Sometimes it's just about being known and treated with respect. That could be a total catalyst for them changing the trajectory of their day, which could end up changing the trajectory of their lives. And especially now that you know that there's a place like this that's available to them, you can let them know about Covenant House and they can come up here and meet with our outreach team. But it's just so powerful, to see a young person and just to look them in the eye and say, well, what's your name? How old are you? What do you got going on? You never heard there's a place called Covenant House. It could really mean the world to them. So I'm going to ask Amanda to come up. Where's Amanda? Right here. Need help?